Scott Hilton, Scott Talks. We're at Cherrywood Preserve, 55 plus community in Ocala, Florida, at the model home. This would be the garage, technically, eventually. Got it decked out for a reception area. Looks like we're in the Bismarck. You come up Southwest 95, there's a Publix right over here, brand new. You come in, looks like we're parking we're number 2. 2 miles to College Street, everything's on College Street. Walmart, Lowe's, Aldi, Starbucks, restaurants, and more. Everything's on College Street, just down the road. So it's real close, real convenient. This is a nice little house. This would all be garage. Sneak in. This is the washroom. There's no door on the model, but I imagine there's some kind of door when they put it in. Little place for a hamper, that's nice. A shelf. Your HVAC unit. Very nice. Little art here. You can put up art. There's a little seat to put your shoes on and off when you come in. That's always great. Little place to put a coat rack if you want a coat for the winter months. They've got Echo Beef. That's what we got in the top of the world. The floors are like our own top of the world house. I'd have to have a bigger TV, of course. This is nice. Nice setup. It's all you need. You're retired. Just 2 people. There's a Century system. Nice skinny little table always at the walk-in. And listen, when you open the door.
Front door locked. Front door open.
Nice. Oh, you want to see out? See the view?
Front door open.
Nice. Papers. They're a little work to keep up, but they're nice. Got some art here. Guest bathroom. Shower. Nice. Guest come over, stay here. They got all their equipment and stuff in here. It's nice. Got it decked out. You always get a skinny table at the side door. Flex room, could be a bedroom. Looks like it's easy to close up. Not like our house on top of the world. They had a slight curve to the wall and it would be a real pain to close in. So we had to keep ours open. But this is nice. This is all you need for an office, or you add another grandkid. The boys always get the floor. The girl gets the nice bed, of course, if you have 2, 1 of each. And you could have a sleeper sofa in here that unfolds. Or you could make sure you got a sleeper sofa out here so they can sleep on it. I slept when I went to my wife's grandparents, and they lived in St. Pete, Florida. I got the sleeper sofa. It unfolded. It was fine. Got a nice little kitchen, 3-seater options. Good here. That's great. We have a 4 at our place, but we consider it too big. I mean, it's got the biggest table on top of the world. It sticks out way out here, and it takes up too much room. My wife would love this setup with a breakfast nook table here. No one has really dining rooms anymore. You can put it in the flex room. If you want a dining room, you can make the flex room your dining room. This is great for breakfast, eating off to the side. She hated the whole concept of counter, table, living room. She did not want that on any house we looked at. And so the realtors had to cut back on a lot of houses. This is nice. You can watch the TV while you're doing it. You got a nice little lanai here. We were a little scared of a TV outside with storms that rained sideways and could hit the electrical here. That always scared us. We didn't do the TV outside. We kept it, just whatever. And this doesn't have a metal at the frame at the bottom. So the kitty cat or doggy could just look out, straight out into whatever little critters are running around. Nice music playing in the background. Nice, the entrance comes in, flows nice. You're near a brand new Publix. There's the master or the primary suite. Sorry. Nice way they've decorated. Step-in shower. Very nice. Is it open both ways? Or no, just one way. Like I get that for ours. Maybe we could little guard, keep the water from splashing. I keep a roll of paper towels underneath, and if anything splashes on the floor, I just wipe it up. No problem. Nice view. Oh yeah, there's your shops. That's how close this place is. The exit, there's my bike. I rode over. But yeah, you can ride your bike. They got bike lanes out here. They've got sidewalks already to 200 are available if you don't want to do the thing. But the Publix is right over there, just past some of those stores. And it's nice Publix. Here's your bathroom for this model. This is your internet and stuff going on in here. Oh, they had it in there, don't they? They said they have cable here. They don't have cable when we were at On Top of the World, which is fine. We always, you get Netflix, Max, Paramount, whatever. #1 network in the U.S. is CBS, and CBS is Paramount's. You get Walmart Plus, you get free Paramount. Well, this is nice. This is all you need. Just enough. And, oh, this is bigger than our house. See, whenever you get anything, there's going to be something big that they can show off, which means they take away from something else. This is a bigger pantry than we got. We got just the, and that's it. So we had to cheat. We got the counter things in the laundry room. My wife sticks extra stuff in. She has to get on the step ladder to do it. But sometimes that's my job because I'm taller. But this is very nice. Double lights at the entry. I like that. But I'm going to check out. I had to check out the neighborhood and stuff. With the bike, I was able to get in. They didn't have the gate all the way down, so it's weekend. Probably looking to sell stuff. A little bit more information for you. But check out Ocala, Florida. We're away from the coast, so you don't get the storms. 45 minutes to Disney. So the housing costs are cheaper. If anywhere near Orlando, you're going to pay for it. So you're thinking about taking the kids, just take them to the Hilton right there at Disney Springs. They have bus services to go to Disney. So you just stay at the Hilton and pick up their bus. They have a little phone app now they use to call the bus, make sure you have a seat. And you get on it, and when you leave Disney, you call again and jump on that bus and go. Or there are buses that go to Disney Springs. I did that one year, but it's the opposite end of Disney Springs. It's way down at the other end. Disney Springs is huge. And here I am, trucking through. They had storms the night of the fireworks show. That's the funny thing. And I was getting tired of sitting there waiting. I didn't think they'd ever do the fireworks show. So my daughter and wife stayed. I left. Got on the bus for Disney Springs instead of getting on the hotel bus because it was already there. I mean, I walked right by it going, oh, look, Disney Springs. And I just got on. They didn't check me. And I rode down, but it parked way at the opposite end, so I had to walk all the way through Disney Springs. And if you get the map out on Google Maps and look up Disney Springs, you'll see I was the opposite end of where the Hilton, there are two Hiltons. The one closest is the one we stay at. And concrete blocks construction, we like that. That's what we got in On Top of the World. You got that, I think, in Stone Creek, too. This is a 55 Casa Fresca Homes. There's their model. This is their entrance with their little gates. They check, probably have some kind of camera system that checks your car. That's what they do now On Top of the World where we're at. They have a guardhouse, but it's empty because the front gate, the very front on 200, still has a guard. But they're all moving away from the guards, They're doing it all automatically, and they have companies that take care of that for them. And so all the places are getting that now. You definitely will have a mailbox area somewhere nearby. So you just, if you do a walk around the block, maybe you just walk to, I just walk to the mailboxes around, like going around this corner. That's how close our mailbox is. But it's not bad. And dry retention areas in Florida. See that big hole? Looks like a giant lake, empty lake. That's what they do in Florida. They get the water away from you so you don't have flood issues. And this place looks, see how high it's built here? And it runs off. See in the middle where both sides come down? That's good construction to run off to the dry retention area to keep you from flooding. You may just say the heck with flood insurance. And Ocala rarely gets the full brunt of storms being in the center. It's not impossible, but we were in Spring Hill for a couple of years and we were always worried about the storms coming through because they only lost a little bit of their punch being, kind of close to the water. We weren't that close, but there was a restaurant near us that we like to go to that had a little water next to it. And that thing flooded out twice. 2 different storms hit. And the furniture was all outside, drying out, and they were remodeling. That was bad. We were like, dang, man. And on the way to the restaurant, how you doing? Get you an e-bike, go shopping. See, he's been shopping. There's a little milk crate. There's my little milk crate. I got mine on Amazon. I was watching videos on YouTube about it, and they were saying, yeah, you get it free. I was like, it's implying you would steal it from like the back of a store that has, everyone has cameras now. I was like, no. And then I went to the Target and the Office store, and they had this milk crate looking thing, but it was kind of flexy. It wasn't too sturdy, and I tried it for a while, and finally I just gave up. So I was scared it was going to break, because the sun in Florida is tough on plastic. So I got a real milk crate online. It's hard and sturdy, and I keep my thermos in here. I can go to the store. I got a double thermos set up. Got a little thing. Let me show you this. Look at that second thermos. See, there's a little, it's cool in here. Sometimes I'll put one of those little round, cool plastic things to keep cold. And I've got one in here. Let's see what my temperature is. 50, what was that, 52, 53. Keep it cold. I'm gonna pick up some blueberries today. Every day I just kind of ride to the store. I'm going to this, what I call the second Publix. This Publix is number 2 for me. But it's nice, and I wanted to just check it out. I'll get my blueberries there while I'm out. Maybe pick up some yogurt. Put it in my little thing. If I want to put some extra stuff here and here, I got plenty of room. And I've zip tied this sucker down to real good to the rack, so it's not going anywhere. And then I have a second bike that I ride for fun, more fun. But yeah, you get you an e-bike or something. You go to the store if you want to. Go to McDonald's. Still waiting for them to build some more stuff around here, like McDonald's or something. But they're so close to 200. You go down the street, boom, you're there. You got Taco Bell, Burger King, McDonald's. Everything's down there. Starbucks, Dunkin', all that. Restaurants. It's very nice here. All right, there's a dental care. You just want to walk to your dentist. So check out Ocala, Florida. It's neat. And this is a 55 plus community. So most of them have little rules about the kids can come and stay for a couple weeks, and that's as long as they're supposed to stay, and then they have to leave, and then they can come back again. But they can't keep staying forever. And then somebody has to be 55 in the house or plus to live in 55 plus communities. Although there's certain laws, I think, that you can get around some of that, maybe. And there's a real resident across the street that's already moved in. This is nice. We didn't get to see this. It wasn't on it was not on our radar when we were looking around. We were at Stone Creek and we looked at a lot of places, but we did not know this. And maybe it wasn't around when we started looking a year ago. It probably didn't exist for the most part then. But check out Ocala. See what you can find. Like and subscribe and share if you learned anything. Bye.